Hello class, this is your first session on morphology. So I'm going to show you the worksheet that you should have up and then we're going to have the lesson. So I'm assuming that you've all done this first step and that's how you got to this video. And that would have been to click on the video link. So we are going to be learning about morphology. So I'm going to explain to you what morphology is first. So morphology is the study of morphemes, and morphemes are the smallest word parts that have meaning. So if we look at morphology itself, we have morph and we have ology. And the ology means to study, and the morph is relating to morphemes. So that means morphology is the study of the smallest word parts that have meaning. That's interesting. So we have lots of different longer words that have different parts to them that if you look at them, it can tell you what they mean or what type of words they are in grammar. So if we have a look down here, we can see we've got the word joy. Now, joy is a base word. It's a word that can be on its own. So any word that can be on its own and then you can add other word parts to it, that is a base word. So here we have joy, that is the base word, and we can make other words from joy. We could make enjoy. So joy means a happy feeling, and if we change it to enjoy, that means that we have a happy feeling about something. We can change it to enjoying, and that means in grammar that we're doing it now. That tells us the tense, that that's something that's happening now and that it's an action, that we're enjoying it. Or we could put full on the end. We could say joyful, and that would mean that we're full of joy. Or we could say that we were doing something joyfully, and that means that we're doing an action and we're full of a happy feeling while we're doing it. So there are lots of different ways that we can put words together. And often we have a base word and then other words that join on. Now, not all words have a base word, but today we are just going to look at words that have base words. So we're going to be looking at the word parts, the morphemes. We're going to be studying them, so we're going to be doing morphology, but we're just going to be focusing on the base words. We're not going to worry about prefixes or suffixes today. We can talk about them another time. We want to be able to find this base word, the base word that stands on its own. Now, later on, we will talk about prefixes and suffixes in another lesson. And prefixes are the word parts that go at the start, and suffixes are the ones that go after the base word. But remember, sometimes there isn't a base word that can stand on its own. So we're going to have a look at these words as an example. Here we have unhelpful. Okay, so we have three word parts here. We have we have help, and we have full. And they all have meaning. So means not. It's a negative. It changes it to a negative. Help is our base word because it can stand on its own. We can't have on its own, and this type of full with only one L we can't have on its own either. But help we can have on its own. That's our base word. So what would this mean? Means not. Help, we know what help means. That's to give somebody assistance. And full means that we're full of something. So if it's unhelpful, that means that you're not helping someone, that you've done something and it's not full of help. All right, so what would be our base word? If we were to work out what the base word was, remember we said it was help that can stand on its own. So that's what we're looking for today, is the base word. Let's see if we can find the base word in this one. Purposefully. So this one has purpose, then it has full, then it has ly. So that means there's only one of those that can stand on their own, and the other two are suffixes. So this time our base word is at the start, and it is purpose. Let's have a look at the next one. See if we can find our base word in this one. This is encouraged. So we have courage, and then ed. Now we don't put two e's, so the e for courage and the e for ed go together. So what word could stand on its own there? It was courage, wasn't it? So courage on its own means that we know that we can do something. We have courage. Even if we feel a bit scared, we have a go. That's having courage. And when we encourage someone else, we try and help them to feel like they'll be able to do it. So if you encouraged someone, that means you helped them have courage. But the word that can stand on its own in there, the base word, is courage. And here we have unforgettable. What are the word parts in unforgettable? We have we have forget, and we have able. Now, able can stand on its own, but it's also a suffix. So in this word, it's acting as a suffix, a word ending. So the base word, the main word, which has other parts joined onto it, is forget. Let's put forget here. Okay, what we're going to do now is have a look at what you will need to do for your worksheet. And we're going to do the example question, and then you can do the other questions on your own. So let's have a look here. This is your worksheet. The first thing it says is write or type your answer after the equals. And the example is surely, ensure, and unsure. Which one is the base word? So I will type sure. Now you work out the base word for these other ones. Okay, what about this one? I have two words here that have been bolded. I've got to work out which one has a base word in it. This example one says, suddenly flew over in a helicopter. So it's not a whole sentence, it's just part of a sentence. Suddenly flew over in a helicopter. And I can see the two words that are bolded are suddenly and over. Which one has a base word? I can see that suddenly has sudden and ly. So sudden is a word that can stand on its own. So it's suddenly that has a base word. So I'm going to write suddenly here. There we go. Now I'm going to look at the next worksheet. This one, we have to do multiple choice. So you've got to pick which letter gives the right answer. So I'm going to do the example one, and then you can have a go at the other three questions. So the example one says, the base word in returning is ing, earn, re, or turn. I'm pretty sure it's turn because none of the others make sense on their own. So I'm going to type turn in here. Now you have some other questions there that you can write in the letter for in the space after the equals. So I can't wait to see how you go. Have lots of fun, and I'm sure your teacher will love seeing all the work that you do on this worksheet. It's great to see you guys. Bye-bye. And I hope you're having a wonderful time at home and that you're getting lots and lots of work done. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.